Hi everybody, it's Daddy Guru here at Casa Kama. How are you? So it's been a while since I've given you an update. It's Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day here, partly cloudy, which is good because it cuts the heat down. The wet season is coming. We've finally been getting rain, which is great. That means we don't have to be watering the ground so much and we can keep it green. And as you can see, it's pretty green now. As long as we keep the rain, we keep getting the rain. And recently here, as you can see, the Coachera. Why I'm showing the Coachera is because I just recently bought 80 square meters of connective foam floor padding, normally used for Taekwondo, and that will help us convert the Coachera into a studio so that we can do flow, we can do yoga, we can practice exercise, we can congregate, we can play, all kinds of really cool things. So if you're thinking about going somewhere to chill and center, think about us. We're happy to hold space for you here. We'll always be happy to hold space for you here. And things are getting kind of tight, I have to tell you, honestly. So we're being very ambitious. We're marketing like crazy, and we're hoping that people see us and hear us and know about us. But if you have a chance to be able to take my videos or our different social media connections, can you please share them with everybody and let them know that we're here? It would be really awesome. There's nothing more powerful than word of mouth. And we're using Instagram, we're using Google, we're looking at some other marketing services. Where I'm talking right now to, I think it's called Queerty. Is it Queerty, or what's the name of the company? But they run Advocate, Out Magazine, some of the other LGBTQ publications. And again, we are straight friendly. We're not just gay only, but we want to be able to establish that that's our priority first, because that's the need. So if you can help us out, let us know. You can reach out to me as well if you need more information. We'd be happy to, give you anything to help us be able to get more people here. One of the things that I'm learning recently is that I've just got a bunch of really nasty ants on my feet. Sorry, the ants here can actually go after you and it burns. One of the things I've realized is that we create our reality. So even when the dark and the bad and the challenges are around us, our higher self is creating that. We're manifesting that. It's part of the lesson. It's part of the lesson. It's not some sort of fluke. It's not some sort of stranger around the corner looking to get you and throw a spitball at you or a rock or whatever. You are creating all of it. And you're doing it in combination with other fellow souls. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to take care of this ant bite here. But you're taking care of it. You're doing it all. So what you have to do is trust your higher self that you are going to be able to finish in blazing colors whatever it is that you're pursuing, and in the end there's going to be a huge lesson learned, right? It's just a matter of the ego is very, very afraid to find out if something is going to occur that it did not expect. Got that? Your ego is afraid of the things that are going to occur that it does not expect, and then we interpret it as bad or good or whatever, malicious, cruel, sad. That's all from here. And I guess as a guru, I'm telling you that I go through it as well. I had somebody text me recently saying, well, as a guru, you certainly are going through a lot. Why are you experiencing this? Why are you having problems? Well, I don't think Jesus had it easy. And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. Don't even go down that road. I would never do that. I would never compare myself to anybody. All I know is my inner truth, and all I can do is share that for you. That's why I'm here, to connect with you. And it's why I call you guritos, because I'm learning from you. A true guru learns from his students, or her students, or their students. And so our ego is always focused on the perfection scheme, the perfect home, the perfect career, the perfect everything, so that there's no trouble, there's no problems, there's no anger, there's no frustration. Everything is aligned and wonderful, and you can just carry out the rest of your days getting what you want. Well, your higher self doesn't want that. Your higher self knows what that is. That's boring. Basically, if everything were perfect and running your way, then you wouldn't be here, right? You would be on the other side. You would be in another dimension enjoying it. And that's why souls come here, is because it's intense. It's an intense classroom. And it's a very, it's like an immersion course, right? And you're being thrown into so much polarity. You're trying to swim through it and make sense out of it. Make sense out of your power and your ability to put your soul in perspective and realize that it's just an illusion. And let me tell you, it's hard for me. It's really been hard now that we finally got open. We lost 3 months of business because of a carpenter that abandoned us. And I could sit here and lick my wounds and be victim, but in the end, I know that was the way it was supposed to be. I know that as we get closer and closer to the end of the month, it's a test to see if we can endure this challenge. The universe, we worked with the universe in manifesting this and creating this dream. And it wouldn't have happened this far if it wasn't meant to be. So I have to believe that we will continue forward. And if we don't continue forward because the universe has changed its mind or my higher self has changed its mind, that's fine as well. Because in the end, this is all a blip. Time, or the concept of time, makes us just think about how long and arduous it is. And actually, this is a blip. Because when it's all said and done, we're just going to look back and go, wow, that was a cool roller coaster ride. And then you're probably going to say, let's do another. So this is the perspective that I have to reach, is when I'm mired in densities and I'm actually not having a great time, or my ego is worried and waking me up in the morning saying this has to happen, or how are we going to do this, or how are we going to do that? Where are we going to get the next funds to be able to finish something or move on? It's all about the practice of disconnecting from the ego, reaching into your soul and trusting that energy. It was that energy that told us to leave New York. It was that energy that told us to leave Toronto. And right now that energy is not telling us to leave at all. That energy is telling us that we just got to stick it out. Because there's something else around the corner, always, right? Until that resonance occurs and you know there's no other door. So I hope what I shared resonates with you, because everybody right now is going through some tough stuff. But realize that the test is to make sure that you do the inner work, disconnect from the ego, and realize your power. That's the first step, and that's all you need to do. From there, you just follow your heart and your energy. And we teach that here. So come on down. Come down to warm, sunny Costa Rica. It might be a bit rainy at this point, but it's still really lovely. And let's connect, all right? So with that, I'm going to say, get out of your heads, stay in your heart. Love you very much. Have a great Sunday.